I feel like Pac. I shoot a shot. I'm coming in hot.
Well, we're welcome to Premium Time with John Darr and Charlie Delatorre. We are here in studio. The winds outside are blowing, and it's raining and
it's National
blowing.
Hurricane Day.
And Hurricane Tropical Storm Elsa is not going to stop Premium Time with John Darr and Charlie Delatorre. We're going right
news.
through.
We're going to go right through it.
Through the hurricane. It's going to be the first episode in the middle of a hurricane. There we go. The latest update from my man Elio.
Look at this.
Tropical storm. We're looking at storm surge, 3 to 5 feet, anywhere from North Fort Myers all the way to Apalachicola.
So now we've got a lot of listeners who hang out at Steenhatchee and do a little fishing, right?
Yeah.
Do we need to worry about that?
You and I.
We do?
Yeah, you and I. Yes, we do. If it's 5 feet, it's going to flood someplace.
Oh, that's not a lot, though, right? Also, we don't know. You were going to check when high tide is. You don't know what that is, right?
High tide is. So let's see.
I don't know. Also, I love the GMA Storm Tracker here. You got Good Morning America on.
They are not a sponsor,
but they need to be.
So don't anybody tell them that we're
Ginger
borrowing
Z?
their brand.
Where's Ginger Z?
Who?
Their chief meteorologist.
Oh.
You don't watch Good Morning America?
No.
Yeah, no, me either, obviously. I don't watch it at all.
So high tide is tonight at 2 in the morning.
Oh.
And the next high tide is Wednesday afternoon at 1. Roughly.
Well, that's not great. Because if you look at that Wednesday at 2 a.m.
Wednesday 2 a.m., it's hitting right at the same time that it's high tide.
That's tonight.
So at 2 in the morning.
I have an idea.
Yeah.
I got, look at Sean saying he's got his homeowner's insurance.
Yeah. Thank you, Sean Morris.
Before I get to my idea, let's talk about what Sean's talking about here. Like,
yeah.
It obviously maybe not homeowners insurance, because I think you usually get that when you get a mortgage and buy a house, right? But what about flood insurance? Too late.
Too late. So flood insurance is not required unless you're in a high-risk zone, high-risk flood area. And flood insurance is, if you're in a high-risk flood area, then yes, your mortgage company typically will require flood insurance. But if you're in a low-risk zone, which a lot of people are in a low-risk zone, you're not required to buy flood insurance. But there used to be a 30-day wait before you could get flood insurance.
Okay.
Now, there are some private carriers that will write it without a wait. The problem is...
They're expensive.
No.
Oh.
Right now, you can't
even
get
do
it.
That.
Right. They turn off the faucet. They're smart enough to learn that, we've got a flood coming, we've got this coming, we're not going to write policies. So they what they call suspend binding authority.
And they have done that today?
Yeah.
When did they do that?
They probably started doing that Friday
of last week. Mm-hmm. And that's called what?
Binding authority.
Suspend
binding authority. So they stop, and then homeowners insurance companies will suspend binding authority too. So they'll stop writing.
So if you have a closing scheduled for today.
So here's the funny thing: if you had a closing scheduled and you called us up and said, "Hey, we need homeowners insurance," great. My closing is scheduled for July 6th, and let's say you did this on June 20th, we can bind coverage. The policy will start today.
Okay, but you bound it 3 weeks ago.
Correct. 3 weeks ago, before we knew that there was a hurricane coming.
So it wouldn't affect your closing in any way.
Wouldn't affect your closing.
But if you made it
anyway.
If you, okay.
If you called me up and said, "Hey, John, tomorrow I got a closing on a house. Let me get homeowners insurance."
Too late.
Probably can't do it. I mean, just can't do it.
No rim shot necessary. That's bad news, not funny news.
So 70 mile an hour winds Wednesday at 2 a.m. They're saying it looks like it's going in like Cedar Key.
Did you know what? Listen.
So Tampa's going to get it pretty hard.
Can I complain a little bit?
Yeah.
So, I live out kind of in West Gainesville, right? So Jonesville area. And I love Clay Electric. I don't want to bash GRU because they're an advertiser of ours in some way. So I get people who complain about the rates and prices and that kind of stuff. And that's the problem with them. So I love Clay today. They're great. But where I live, if a flea farts, my power goes out. All right? Like it is like...
And 2 weeks from then, you're going to get it back on.
Yeah, it's sudden. It comes on just as sudden. So like it doesn't last. But in a storm like this, it's just a matter of like.
We'll call GRU and say, hey, I'd like to buy some power.
I can't do that. I mean, that's not how that works. You're assigned a utility. You don't get to choose that.
That sounds very governmental.
Right. Well, yeah, that's how that works. I mean, you can't just go start a utility tomorrow, dude, and be like, hey.
I would like to.
I mean.
Yeah, I'm in if you're in.
Remember how I told you, like, the smartest thing your dad ever said that you told me about that I ever heard was him go, find me another product people got to sell that they're required by law to have.
Utilities.
I was like, that's one.
That's one.
That's one. Yeah. If I could have just thought, I looked at your old man and be like,
if I could get a commission
power,
on selling
can't live
utilities.
without power at your house.
Yeah.
But you can't really get into that business.
Well, you can, sort of. You can own stock. You can own utility company stock.
That's true, I guess. You could buy. Don't they sell bonds and that kind of stuff?
You could, yeah.
Utility bonds?
Yep.
We're way off topic. What's going to happen here is the key, by the way, to surviving the storm is drinking as much liquor as possible.
Right.
So you have it New Orleans style. You do like a hurricane party.
Right.
So you're just,
You just party
then
down.
You don't really care. Power's out. You're like, I don't care.
Yeah. It's candles.
Sure.
Beer.
Also, again, remember like 2004 or 5 when Gene, Francis, and Charlie... They all came across like 3 weeks in a row. Remember all that nonsense?
I remember that.
What year was that?
04, 05.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was terrible.
I was out of power for like 6 days. Remember, Gainesville was slammed. Like people were out of power everywhere. Mm-hmm. So I was out of power for 6 days. And it's the first time I realized the terrorists could really win. Because like lovely, nice Gainesville, everybody's so pleasant all the time. Man, like 3 days with no power.
It's brutal.
People were turning on each other, man.
Yeah.
Like there was no food at Publix. People were freaking out. It was bad news,
bad
dude.
Stuff.
Bad news. So
yeah, Tampa. I'm worried about Tampa because Tampa is definitely on the northeast side of this storm.
Yeah.
There's actually people there. Unlike Steinhatchee, there's very few people there. But Hurricane and Megan Cedar Key. Yep. I didn't know that.
Have you noticed that actual news happens during our show? Tiger Woods was in his car accident.
Yeah, I know. It's
breaking
exciting.
Hurricane news now.
It's now going to be a hurricane.
Paper toilet.
What?
Paper toilet is a good thing.
Paper. I don't know what he's talking about.
I don't either. Paper toilet.
Yeah, paper toilet.
Listen,
remember?
What was in that coffee that I got you?
I don't know,
today?
but he hasn't spoken to us in like 4 months, and the one thing he says to us is paper toilet?
I don't even know what paper toilet is.
I am concerned, bro. Paper toilet is gonna be gone for a while.
I don't know what this means.
Toilet paper.
Paper toilet. Okay, I get it. These Cubans, like flipping those words around is hard. It's hard to figure out. And I could say that.
I got him a coffee from Mia Pa. No, Cordito. What did I get you? Cordito. Dude, it was so funny. I'm sitting.
Cordito.
I'm at the drive-through, and Elio texts me, says, "Hey, I'd like a
coffee.
I'd like a no. I wish he would have said coffee. Yeah. Instead, he texts me, and it says
cortadito.
It says what? He says
cortadito.
Cortadito o colada would be awesome, right? So I get to the drive-through and I say, all right, I'd like a Cuban sandwich.
This is a reoccurring topic.
Cortadito a colada. Here's what she says to me. She says, "Would you like milk?" I don't even know what I'm ordering.
The answer is yes to that
Cortadito
question.
a colada. So I text Elio and I'm like, "Hey, they didn't understand my gringo, but they kept asking me about milk." He says, "Just tell them cortadito."
Cortadito.
Am I saying that wrong? Cortadito. And the lady, she's talking to me
through
the speaker.
The speaker.
Which
That's terrible. Also, you'd think that technology would have gotten better. Remember, we had dial-up? Remember when we had internet? And it was like...
Yeah, it was terrible. I can understand her.
It's the same technology.
And I felt so bad because she's saying something to me, and I just kept saying, Cortadito a colada. She says, see, yes, milk. And I'm like, I don't know. So I just drove up, and it was very nice, and she comes out, and she says, I'm sorry. And I said, no, I'm sorry. I don't speak Spanish. And I don't know what you're saying, but all I know is my friend wants this, and I don't even know what that is.
Did you ever figure out what that is?
Was it, by the way, did I get you what you wanted?
Yeah. But I don't know how we end up from toilet paper to cortadito.
Well, I think it's because when he drinks a cortadito, he has to go use paper toilet. That's what it is.
Well, I'm sure there's a run on toilet paper right now, and water, and generators.
What? Oh, yeah.
Right? Generators.
Do you have a generator system for your house? Yeah.
I have GRU. My power very, very rarely goes out.
It's true. Well, we should just give out your address. People can come over when they lose power.
Come on over. What do I care?
I'll be there. Lord knows I'll be there.
Your power goes out. Come over to my house.
Out, okay? It's already out.
No way.
No, I'm kidding, but it might as well be. Just a matter of time. You got to crank that AC to like 40, and then let it ride out. That's the way. That's the way we got. That's the way we do it.
Because you're not going to have power for a few days. So the cost of cranking it to 40 is well outweighs.
Kick on those train units at full blast.
God, we need a HVAC contract.
So more questions on insurance then.
Yeah.
So the flood insurance, obviously too late.
Yeah.
But if you're not in a flood zone, flood insurance is relatively cheap, right?
Correct. Couple $100.
And you'd be they only
maybe $400. Well. Call us for a quote. See, when I say that, when I throw out these couple $100 things, my agents go, oh my gosh, they get so mad at me.
Because it's not a couple $100.
You told everybody on the podcast flood insurance was $200. It's not.
Elio, what does that tell you? Let me tell you what it means. The last time John Darr actually sold his own policy, it was $200. So in his head, it's still stuck in there.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, it can be $400. I think somewhere in that range. Okay, it's so inexpensive.
But
it's relatively inexpensive.
Is it true that then, like, some of those, you said like some of those mandated zones, but there's often floods now in some of those lower risk zones,
right? For sure. Yeah, I wish I could give you a statistic, but most of the floods. It's not
like today's an important day to talk about that kind of stuff. Well, so it's good that you didn't bring any
this is stuff. most of the flooding, the flood claims happen in a low risk zone. Like more than 50% of the flood claims that happen in a zone that is not a high risk zone.
Wow,
it's in a low risk
interesting?
zone. Yeah, and I don't quote me on it, but it's somewhere around like 60%.
I'm not trying to get into a climate crisis conversation.
Oh, let's go.
However,
let's talk about it.
You can't argue with the fact that there seem to be more of these 100-year events, 500-year events occurring
absolutely
all across the country, and
there are
those tables, those zones are really.
Here's the problem: if we could just get rid of these,
as we drink plastic, is that what it is?
I don't know. I mean, I don't think it's
I don't think it's got anything to do with it. Oh, look, an actual agent gave us a number.
Thank you, Carrie. Yes, 300 to 600 would be safe numbers. See,
Carrie, my right?
I knew within 30 seconds.
The last time he sold a policy,
I was in trouble. I gave a couple $100.
You did stop
and I was like, "Whoa!"
You edited yourself quickly.
I knew that I would be in trouble if I gave that out because the real agents that actually deal with this on a regular basis would be like, "Hey, flood insurance is not $200.
It's slightly more.
It's more than that, like double."
I would say, I think that's a
Carrie.
That's a good
instead of John.
That's a great call.
Great idea.
Sean's part. I'm saying that only because I keep bringing it back to the flood insurance thing. Is because there are many ways for your home to be flooded, right? At many times, and there's all these storms that you're seeing that are causing this. It just seems like it would be a reasonable to get a quote and find out what it might be. Not one. I know this is top of mind, so it's one of those things where you're like, I need toilet paper or paper toilet. I also need, but maybe after this is over and there's a bit of a break, because this is really early in the season.
Very early.
So we have a little time after this is done for people to look into this prior to.
Here, I have some statistics because I know you said.
It's like I queued you up here.
Elsa was the earliest fifth name storm on record.
Wow.
Okay. Elsa is also the furthest east storm to become a hurricane this early in the season. So they have what they call MDR runners, these ones that start out in the east and run all the way.
Yeah.
Very rare.
This early.
Very rare.
This is more of a September
late
thing.
August. Yes.
Yeah.
Late August, September thing.
Yeah.
Hermine was the last one that Hermine flooded my house in Steinhatchee in 2015, 16.
I remember. Also,
2016.
I remember your house in Steinhatchee before and after that flood, and I appreciate what Hermine did.
Yes.
That house is way better.
I had
now
good insurance.
than it
Yes.
was
I
back
just
when it was
replaced
then.
the 20-year-old carpet. That's it.
I mean, thank you, Hermine.
And
Some bedding.
the path of Elsa was very similar to Hermine, not quite as much out into the Gulf, but that was August 29th.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's July 6th,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
What's today?
Yeah. July 6th.
It's National Hand Roll Day.
National Hand what day?
Hand roll.
Oh.
I
Okay.
don't know what you're rolling. I don't know, but it's National Hand Roll Day.
Puff, puff, pass, dude.
It's also National Fried Chicken Day.
That's what you should have led with.
I didn't have
You know
any.
what else today
I
is,
went
though?
to Miapa.
You know what today is?
What?
It's the day we announce the winners of our town's favorites. You guys are so sick. We missed the rim shot on that.
Tonight,
Tonight, it's starting at 7 o'clock live on Facebook. You can check us out on the Our Town Facebook page, or there's an actual calendar event. You can just type on and you can see the calendar. It's live online. You will be there.
I'm
one of our
I'm
hosts?
hosting.
One of your one of
I'm
our
the
hosts?
co-host. Well, no, I'm the co-host.
You are a section host.
You're the host.
I'm
Right?
I'm the host with the most, which
You're the
just means I'm
host
fat.
with the mostest.
And then we've got some great people who are going to be co-hosting the event. Of course, you're one of them, so thank you for helping.
I'm excited.
We've got Elio.
I'll be
Piedra that's
wearing
gonna
the
be there.
same thing.
Oh, yeah.
So when I go
I
on
will
your
not be
show
wearing the same
tonight,
thing.
I'm going to be wearing this. Is this acceptable?
Perfect.
Do I need a
Thank you.
sport coat
No,
or
you only
anything?
need to see from the top up anyways. No, you can bring whatever you want.
Okay.
We got Elio Piedra is going to be one of our co-hosts.
Elio.
I can believe it.
Colin Austin is going to join us. Kara Winslow is going to
Nice.
be from.
I don't think I've met her. Maybe I have.
Oh, she's
a character.
fantastic. Lisa and Della from Celebrate
Love
Primary
them,
Care.
yes.
As a duo, they're never allowed to do anything by themselves, so they have to come.
I want to give them a quick shout out. Thank you so much. They helped my family with something that they're amazing.
Lisa and Della are
Lisa and Della are amazing. So thank you so much.
even better. Is their team is fantastic.
Celebrate my yes.
Jen McConnell, who I know really well, is just an unbelievable
Impressed.
practitioner. They're great, and what a great service they are to the community. Even if you've got full-blown, fantastic, regular health insurance.
Absolutely.
The
Yeah, let
ability
me
to be
make
able
that
to-
cher.
Yeah, the ability to use them
Even
as
if
a
you have
primary
health
physician
insurance.
is, man.
You should have that.
Yeah, it's so great, and for the price, I'm not sure. Here we are trying to sell them, but they're great. So Lisa and Della will be there. Colin, Elio, you, who am I missing? Jeff Cardozo. So Jeff Cardozo
Sweet.
from RUF will be there. Gator baseball announcer as well. Gator baseball player. So those will be our 6 section hosts. We have 6 different sections announcing over 250 categories. We're really excited. We go live at 7 o'clock on Facebook. I hope some of you will join us. A lot of great businesses have been nominated. We had over 3,800 businesses, places, and people get votes.
That's amazing.
3,800 different groups. So we're really excited about tonight. It'll be a lot of fun.
How many people voted? You said
We had over 28,000 unique votes.
Wow.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
Yeah, we're really excited about it, man. It's been, and we've been talking about it ad nauseum. So I'm sure all of us will be like, thank God Charlie doesn't talk about the favorites anymore. But it's cool, man. It's a lot of fun. So
I think it's good.
that's tonight. So it's National Hand Roll Day.
Yep.
It's National Fried Chicken Day, and it's National Find Out the Our Town Favorites Day tonight at 7 o'clock.
Hey, I just got a text. Breaking news.
Oh no, is Tiger Woods okay?
Elsa is now a hurricane.
Oy.
Elsa is back to a hurricane.
That was fast, wasn't it?
West Coast at 8 a.m. coming across the Gainesville area.
So what's weird about this, Elio, if you put that graphic back up for the hurricane thing real quick, you can see that it was supposed to be at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
A good, 16 hours from now, 12 hours from now, was supposed to be 70 miles an hour. So it's picked up in strength.
Up to 80. What is it,
Gulf is
85?
75, I think, is her Cat 1, right? So I mean, it's already exceeded what they were expecting it to be this evening.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Don't do anything crazy. It seems like we have every year these hurricanes come through, and these people, if you have damage or
what happens? I was going to ask you, what happens now?
That kind of stuff.
I wake up tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon, tree falls on my house. What do I do? Tree falls on my car. Damage something. A window breaks. What do I do? Honestly.
So take pictures.
Okay.
Number one, take pictures of everything as much as you can. Take pictures of. On our website, there's a page that has all the claims numbers, the 800 claims numbers to any of the insurance companies that we represent. Okay. So if you have a policy with us, you will be able to go to that page and file a claim.
Okay.
Call in, report the claim, and then we have some amazing restoration contractors in town
who can help you clean up after the mess.
Be aware of. Yes, and this is such a sensitive topic, so I'm going to try my darndest to explain what you should or shouldn't do, okay? Because there will be people that come into our area that want to help you, and they're going to come in and they're going to put a form in front of you that is called an assignment of benefits form, okay? It's yes, Sean, call Carrie, apparently, exactly. So they're going to put in front of you an assignment of benefits form, and what you're doing when you assign those benefits is you're waiving all of your rights to the policy to this company.
Ooh,
you don't need to do that right now. That is not something you have to do right away. But if these companies come into town, if we have a situation where we've got a lot of damage, some of these unscrupulous contractors will come to town, and what'll happen is if you sign that, they have their own conversation going on there.
Don't mind us, guys. We're good.
Sean and Carrie are talking. I love it.
Oh, that's so sweet.
So just be aware that when they put this in front of you, call us, ask us what that means. I understand that there may be a tree on your house, and you're like, oh, okay, we can get this tree off the roof and do this right away. And I get that it's a very tough thing to go, hey, look, I don't want to sign this necessarily until I figure it out.
Will they not do the work unless you sign it?
They will not do the work unless you sign it.
Oh.
And what that gives them the right to do is sue the insurance company, which is where they make all their money. So they don't make the money on repairing the damage.
I gotcha.
They make the money on how can we sue your insurance company, and a lot of times what happens is it delays the repair. So
what should they do? Call the number the website.
There are contractors that don't require you to sign an assignment of benefits.
Okay.
So the one that comes up and knocks on your door and says, hey, I can help you, is probably not the one you want to help you. So it's just, and that's such a hard.
And you're right. We've got some great reputable sort of restoration companies here in town that can help.
They do. Call your insurance company. Your insurance company will have people on call and will have contractors that they have preset agreements with that will try to get out and help you as soon as possible.
Okay.
Not every insurance company is perfect. Not every situation is.
But take pictures.
Take pictures.
Find out your claim number, perhaps on the website. Call them.
Please don't get up on the roof and start cutting trees down and trying to do the repair yourself. If you can safely prevent any more damage from happening, great, go for it. If you're doing something legal, great, but don't. Well, some of these people have ideas. I would
like
that
to know what illegal activity you're.
Well, they start. They'll go out and do crazy stuff, and I'm like, look, you can't do that. This is not just. If you can prevent more damage, get a tarp up there. If you don't have a roofing license, don't
do it.
Try to re-roof your house.
Yeah, no, especially not now.
Right.
Yeah,
it's just not. I mean, so
I get the temptation, especially if you want to prevent something from water from entering your home or further damage. I get wanting to do that, but It's dangerous for
it's
sure.
dangerous.
Yeah, I
Be
get that.
safe.
Yeah, I
because
get that.
it's just not. It's not worth. We can fix and repair houses. We can put new roofs on. Just be very careful about the whole situation.
Can you imagine me trying to fix my roof, dude? I blew my knee out walking down the hallway. What's gonna happen? Can you imagine me on a rooftop?
No.
That would not go well. I don't think I'd bounce. Let's put it that way. I think I would fall off that roof.
I know you're joking, but I can tell you we have numerous examples.
Oh, people who fell.
Oh
off
my
the
God!
roof?
My uncle fell off the friggin' ladder, fell on his and broke his back,
No, see, no.
and laid there for 5 hours
Oh no!
till a neighbor found him. Yeah,
Whoa!
because he got up on the ladder and he was going up on the roof and he lost his balance and
Wow!
he lived, but
Yikes!
barely.
Yikes!
So
yikes.
don't do that. If you don't have to, leave the roofing to the roofers that are licensed and insured and
I think that's solid advice.
legal.
Anything else? Any other last minute tidbits as it relates to hurricane stuff, hurricane preparedness?
Don't rent a boat if you don't know how to drive it.
Oh, you missed that
What?
part. Elio's taking his family out on a boat. He asked me, should I go Saturday? I'm like, yeah, this thing will be way by
Oh
Saturday.
yeah.
But he's renting a boat and he's going out to take his family on a boat, a
Okay.
pontoon boat, and
Nice.
they're going on a day. And I told him to go ahead and do it. It's fun. It'll
Of
be
course,
fun.
those are so much fun.
Yeah. But he's scared. He's like,
Scared of driving it?
well, he says, I've never driven a boat before. Hey, Elio.
You know what's great about that?
Buy
though?
the insurance. When they ask you to sign the hey, if you want insurance, sign here. Go ahead and do that, because if you've never driven a boat before,
I am calling Carrie. Carrie, leave your number.
Yeah.
Leave your number below.
yes, call Carrie.
The thing here's actually, Ilya, you'll be fine. It's the yahoos who've owned boats their whole lives who are the
Yeah.
ones that get into trouble. Okay, so like you'll be great, and I've done that a bunch of times. It's so much fun.
Oh, it's fun. Yeah, it's
Rent a
going
boat,
over to
have-
Doctor's Lake.
Yeah, so
That's not in the
nice,
ocean.
man.
That's a river.
Yeah, you'll be all right. That's in like St. John's area. Yeah.
There's no waves.
Thank you.
That kind of stuff.
I feel better now.
Yeah, you'll have a good time. What time are we leaving?
You said we?
I did say we. I think
You and his family. It'll be great.
I've driven boats plenty. I'll be happy. I don't have a problem hanging out with your family.
You bring the cigars.
Okay, wait. What do I got to bring? Cigars? I can do that.
Hey, who won the bourbon raffle?
Oh, that was so much fun last week. Not you.
Dang it.
Not me.
Who won?
I don't know. 5 people that I'd never heard of, to be honest with you. But they, thank you for the update on that. I'm happy to announce that about almost $63,000 in generated ticket sales for the Humane Society. So Margot was beside herself, her entire team over there, almost 63 grand, and 5 people were chosen randomly to win.
And you don't know them.
I don't know the people who won it. No, I don't really know.
Where do I find out who these people are?
If
Because
you
I
go
bet
to
I
the-
know
If you
them.
go to the
If you don't know them, I bet I'm going to
She
get
did
to
say
know
all of
them.
them were from Florida, which helps in shipping because they can bring it here. So like
There you go.
Humane Society of North Central Florida, I'm sure has updates on their Facebook page or on their website. But the bourbon raffle was a big success. We're really happy. Thank you for participating. And
Sure.
I'm sorry that you didn't get a chance to win. But that's
You are too.
I am really bummed. I'm
Yeah,
bummed that I
everyone
didn't
is.
win. I tried. What's funny is that when we did this, I was like, "Hey, so do I get to buy a ticket? I can buy a ticket, right?"
No.
And they said yes. They're like, "Well, you're not on our board. Yeah, you can buy a ticket."
Oh, wow.
I had kind of helped
Yeah.
organize it a little bit, and I was like, "Are you sure?" So then I bought one ticket, and I was, "Hey, before I buy any more tickets, I just want to make sure." And they were like, "Yeah, you can buy tickets." So as long as you weren't on their board, or an employee, they didn't feel like that was a conflict of interest. So, but I didn't win it anyway, so
Gotcha.
it doesn't really matter.
All right. Well,
It's fine.
Maybe
Now
next
we have to look
year.
forward to Wolfstock. And
Woofstock.
Whiskey Jones playing at Wolfstock
When
in
is that?
November. November 4th, I think. Margot, don't get mad at me. It's the
November.
wrong day, but looking at it on the
Sometime
website.
in November.
But Whiskey Jones is playing this Saturday at the Great Outdoors, so come out and join us if you'd like to see us.
This Saturday, great
7
outdoors.
o'clock, 7
we'll
to
be
10.
there. I will be in town, so I might be there.
sweet.
Hey, everybody, thanks for watching Premium Time with John Darr and Charlie Delatorre. It is Tuesday, July 6th.
Hand roll, National Hand Roll.
It's National
Day.
Hand Roll Day, and go have some fried chicken. Remember to like, subscribe, comment. Thank you, Carrie Ward. Thank you, Sean Morrison, for commenting. Thank you for watching. We will see you next Tuesday at 3 o'clock.
Stay safe.
See ya.